This video is on practical geometry. Practical geometry is nothing but doing the constructions. Okay, we will construct the construction of the circles, construction of the perpendicular bisectors, and construction of the angles using compass, not the protractor. Okay, we will just look into the all the problems. The first thing is here exercise 15.1. Draw a circle of radius 2.5 centimeters. Okay, we can draw the circle using the compass. Okay, this is the compass. You all know this is compass. It has the tip here. This tip and the pencil tip, they both should lie on the same plane. If they don't lie, you cannot draw the circle perfectly. Okay, they both should lie on the same plane. You should just put like this and then you have to check. Okay, the first step is construction of the circle of 2.5 centimeters. So this is your scale. You all know the readings of the scale, right? Where is 2.5? 2.5 will be the middle line between 2 and the 3. So the compass tip should be on the 0 and the pencil tip should be on 2.5. Adjust your compass in such a way that the pencil tip should lie on 2.5 centimeters. It should be exact. Okay. So this is 2.5 centimeters. Now place the compass tip properly and then draw the circle. Okay. So this is 2.5 centimeters. You will get a point here. So this point will be your center. This is O. So this, if you measure it again, it will be 2.5 centimeters. Okay, draw the radius and then you can write here 2.5 centimeters. Okay, this is done. Now we'll go for the second question. The second question is, with the same center O, draw two circles of radii 3.5 centimeters and 4 centimeters. What do we call these type of circles? These type of circles are called as concentric circles. Concentric circles are the circles with the same radii. So again the same thing. Same center, sorry. Constant. Okay, the first step is 3.5 centimeters. Right, so this is 3.5 centimeters. Again, the same steps you have to follow. Right, so we'll draw the circle of 3.5 centimeters radius. The pencil tip should be on 3.5. The compass tip should be on the 0. With this, you will get one center. This is 0. Use the scale, don't draw with the free hand. So this is 3.5 centimeters. Again, we should draw same here, same pencil tip. This is 0, this is 4 centimeters now. Right, same center. So concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles with the same center, right? So this is 4 centimeters. Okay. Now you can just draw here from again one more radii. So this is 4 centimeters. This is second question. Now we'll move on to the third question. What is the third question says here? Draw a circle and mark points P, any radius. Okay, draw, nothing is mentioned, so any radius you can take. Draw a circle and mark points P, Q and R such that P is on the circle, Q is inside the circle and R is exterior of the circle. Okay, you can take any radius, children, here. Okay, whatever it is your wish, just randomly I am taking. We don't require this, so just we'll draw a circle. Okay, we'll get a point, tip of this thing, we'll get is this thing here. So what is what they are saying? P is on the circle. Okay, point P should lie on the circle, point Q should lie inside the circle and point R should lie outside the circle. Okay, this is the third question is done. Now we'll go for the fourth question now. Draw two circles with centers O and O1, each of radii 2.5 centimeters, such that each one of them passes through the center of the other. Let them intersect at points P and Q. Join PQ to intersect O1 at L and measure OLP. Right, children? So we have to take the again how much radius? 2.5 centimeters radius. Okay, the compass tip should be on the 0. Pencil tip on 2.5 centimeters. Right. The first circle we will draw with the center O. This is center O. Okay. You can just get a tip here. You can just make it as 0. O here. What is the condition they are saying? Draw two circles with centers O and O1, each of radii 2.5 centimeters, such that each one of them passes through the center of the other. Okay, this we have done. Okay, it should pass through center of the other. So you can just take like this, same centimeters, don't disturb. Okay, we got now. Okay, so if this is O, so this will be O1, right? So they both are intersecting at what points? They said this is P, this is Q. Now we will join now. Join PQ and then join these two radii also. And then where they are meeting, you can just write it as L here. So you have to measure now OLP. This is O, this is L, this is P. So how do we measure? We measure with the compass. Okay, if you measure exactly, it will, sorry, we will measure with the protractor. If you measure exactly, it will be 90 degrees. So OLP is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, children. So here the first exercise is done. We'll move on to the second exercise now. Okay, children. Next topic in this chapter is construction of perpendicular bisector. What is perpendicular bisector? Perpendicular bisector will divide any line or the angle in two parts, two equal parts. Bisecting means dividing into two parts, right? So here we are constructing the perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Okay, the first question is here. Draw a line segment AB is equal to 6.5 centimeters. Draw the perpendicular bisector of AB. The perpendicular bisector will divide the line segment AB into two equal parts and we can construct a perpendicular line. What is a perpendicular line? Nothing but 90 degrees. Okay, the lines which intersect and meet at 90 degrees we are called as the perpendicular lines. The first question is draw a line segment of AB is equal to 6.5 centimeters. You all know how to construct a line segment, right? So again the same thing, take a pencil and the ruler. First point should be on the 0. Next point is 6.5 centimeters. Okay. The middle line between 6 and 7 is 6.5. So draw the line segment. Right. So we will name this line segment as here AB. How much we have constructed the line segment? 6.5 centimeters. Now we have to construct a perpendicular bisector on AB. Again take the compass. Take the compass and the radius more than half of AB. Okay, is this half of AB? No, it is less than AB. So just prolongate. Right, you can just judge by the length only. Okay, this is more than half of AB, right? So more than half of AB. Don't disturb this. Draw an arc above and then below. Again with B as center. Cut the previous arcs. Okay, if it is not possible, again just go back and then extend the arc, right? So you will get the intersection points here. Mark these points as P and then this is Q. Now join these two lines now. Right, so this is, so PQ is perpendicular bisector on AB. So PQ is perpendicular to AB. What does this mean? It is 90 degrees. And this is exactly, it is dividing, the perpendicular bisector divides the AB into two equal parts. Okay children, now from now onwards you have to write the construction steps also. What are the steps of construction? Nothing but how you are doing, you just have to write in your own terms in the English, that's it. The first, what have you done? Draw a line segment AB is equal to 6.5 centimeters. Taking A as center with radius more than half of AB. Draw an arc on both sides of AB. Taking B as center, cut the previous arc at P and Q, join PQ. So whatever we are doing, the same thing we have to express in steps of construction. So this is also must from 6th class here. So you have to write the steps of construction. Whatever you are doing, just you can write in your own words. But the point should be the same. Okay. Now the second question, children, in this category. The second question is here. Draw the perpendicular bisector of the line segment 4.8 centimeters. Same method, no change. Okay. First step is take the scale and then draw a line segment of 4.8 centimeters. So this is 0. This is 4.8. Right. So again we'll name this as here. Anything you can name. PQ 4.8 centimeters. So we have to construct a perpendicular bisector on PQ. So again take the compass, radius more than half of APQ. So just adjust. Okay, this is half, more than half, right? So then draw an arc above PQ and then below PQ with P as center. Again with Q as center, cut the previous arcs. So when you cut, you will get the two intersection points here. So this is, and this one, name this as A, name this as B. Now you can join them. So this is the perpendicular bisector AB on PQ. Okay. The third question, children. Draw a line AB. Any line, okay, nothing is mentioned here. So draw a line AB, take a point P on it. Draw a line passing through P and perpendicular to AB. Children, I forgot to tell you, you should write the steps for the previous question also. Okay, steps 1, first question is clear, you can just write on your own. So third question here, draw a line AB, right? Draw a line AB. So any line I can draw. Any line, nothing is mentioned. So I'll just randomly draw a line AB. How will you recognize it is AB? So 2 arrows will be there. Draw a line AB. And then what is been given to you? Take a point P on it. I'll take a point P on it. And what is being asked? Draw a line passing through P and perpendicular to AB. Okay. So we have to construct a perpendicular line on P. Exactly. Right here. Okay. Now we have taken a point P. Now with P as center, any radius, children. With P as center, any radius, draw an arc above AB. Okay, just like this you have to draw an arc. Okay, then you will get the 2 points. I'll mark these points as X and Y. Okay, we have marked these points as X and Y. Now again take the compass. Radius more than half of XY. See, more than half of XY, children. So this is XY. This complete line is XY line segment, we can say. So take the radius more than half of XY. See, randomly you can just see. Just by looking, visualizing, you can say that it is more than half of AB. Okay, XY, sorry. So now draw an arc. Now again cut the previous arc. See, you can just get a point, intersection point you all can see here. Now draw the line. See, exactly it will fall on the P only. So this is perpendicular line. Okay, this is we have constructed the perpendicular on the given point P. Okay, children. For this you have to write the steps also again. See, these are the steps here. Draw a line AB, take a point P on it with P as center, any convenient radius. Draw a semicircle intersecting AB at points X and Y. Continue. Whatever we have done, just we have converted that one here into the steps. The next fourth question here. Draw a line AB, take a point P outside it. Here we have done exactly the point P is on the line here. So we are constructing a perpendicular outside the given point. Draw a line AB, take a point P outside it. From point P, draw a perpendicular on AB. Now we will see how will we do this now here. Okay. Again the same thing. Draw a line, any line, nothing is been mentioned. So draw a line. Draw a line, what line? We'll take here AB again. Draw a line AB. Take a point P outside. Anyway, I took the point P here. Now what will you do now? Now any convenient radius with P as center, draw a semicircle. Okay, I'll take the bigger one only so that you'll get. Okay. We'll get the 2 points here. Name this as X and Y. Right, children? Name this as X and Y. Now radius more than half of XY. Again the same thing. This is more than half of XY. Now draw an arc below. Okay, below this. Okay, this one. And then this one. Right? Now you can see exactly it is falling on P only. See. They both will intersect. So this is the perpendicular outside the given point. Okay, children? See, the same thing. Again, the steps are must here. You should write the steps now here. The same thing, whatever we have done, we are converting and we are writing in the steps here. Now, the next question. Draw a line segment AB is equal to 5.5 centimeters. Take a point C on AB such that AC is equal to 3 centimeters. Draw CD perpendicular to AB. Here, everything is mentioned here. How much is the line segment and where exactly you have to take the point here. The same method. They gave that here. Draw a line segment AB is equal to 5.6 centimeters. Okay, first step is 5.6. This is 0. So this is 5.6. So what is this here? AB. AB is 5.6 centimeters. Okay, this complete line is 5.6 centimeters, right? Now you have to take a point C on AB such that AC is 3 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters. So this is C. So this AC is completely 3 centimeters. Now you have to construct a perpendicular or CD. Okay, now C is there and then this is given. So now with C as center, draw a semicircle on AB. We have drawn any radius you can take, but it should fall on AB only. So we'll get the 2 points. These 2 points I'll name it as X and Y. Now radius more than half of XY, children. See, this is more than half. Okay. Now I'll take a little bigger only here so that I can get the arcs up like this. One arc. Cut the previous arc. If it is not coming, you can just extend. You can just extend so that they cut or they intersect. See, you can just see it exactly falls on C. So this will name it as the D now. So CD is perpendicular to AB. Okay. So again you have to write the steps, children, for this. Same thing, whatever we are doing, we will convert and then write in the steps. English, just English. Okay. Just the same thing. This is steps. Okay, till now we have seen the construction and the perpendicular bisector. Okay. Now we will see how to bisect an angle. What is an angle? An angle is found when two rays meet at a common endpoint, right? So we will see construction of angles and bisection of the angles. The first question is here, draw an angle of measure 70 degrees with a protractor. Bisect this angle using a ruler and compass. Okay. The first step, you all know how to construct 70 degrees angle, right? So take the protractor. First is draw any ray. We have drawn the ray here. So we'll name this ray as QR. What is ray? Ray has one end point, other side it can be extendable. Okay. Now you have to construct 70 degrees. So place your compass exactly like this on the Q, on the 0. Yes, this is your Q. This is your 0. So which 70 you will take? This 70 you will take here. Because it is starting from this 0. So this 70 you will take. Now this is construction of 70 degrees using protractor. Okay, children, this is 70 degrees. So this is, we will name it as P now. Now what we have to do? We have to bisect the angle. What is the meaning of bisection? Bisection is dividing the angle into two equal parts. So 70 means the two equal parts will be 35 and 35 degrees. So this is PQR. We got it as 70 degrees. Sorry. We constructed PQR as 70 degrees. Now we have to bisect this PQR angle. Okay, bisecting with the compass, right? So what you do is, now take this compass, right? Draw an arc. Any radius, children. Any radius, okay? Just draw an arc and it should cut both the rays here. QP and the QR. See how I am doing? Just both the arcs. One draw. Okay, same radius. Don't disturb this radius now. Okay, now with this as center, draw an arc and again this as center, cut the previous arc. Right. So we'll get the points here. So we'll join now here. See, we have joined now. So now each angle will be 35 degrees. If you measure also, you will get exactly 35. The next question, children, here. Draw an angle of 45 degrees using protractor and bisect it to make an angle of 22 1/2 degrees. That is 22.5 degrees. Okay, when we bisect, it will be 22.5. What is the meaning of bisection? Dividing the angle into two equal parts. Okay, when we divide 45 into two equal parts, you will get 22.5 and 22.5. Okay, the first step is we have to construct 45 degrees, right? So again, scale you can take ruler, right? Any ray, we'll name it as QR. Again, construct 45 degrees. So place it exactly like this. So which 0 we will take? This 0. So this is 45 degrees. The middle line between 40 and 50. So join now. Okay, we got now 45 degrees. So we have to bisect the angle. What is the meaning of bisection? Bisection is dividing the angle into two equal parts. Right. So again take the compass. Any radius, children. Okay, any radius, just randomly cut such that it cuts the two arms of the angle at two different points. Okay, now don't disturb this now. place it on this and then draw an arc, place it on this and then cut the arc. Then you will get again one intersection point here. Now you will join the line now. See, we are bisecting now. So what will be the each angle now? It will be 22.5 or 22 half and 22 half. If you measure also, you will get the same thing. See, you measure and check. See, this is 22.5. Okay, you all can see now. So this is bisecting the angles. Okay, as you all know that we are writing the construction steps also, children. Okay, construction steps are must for these problems. See, for the previous problem also we wrote the construction steps. Now this problem also we wrote the construction steps here. Construct an angle of 45 degrees with Q as center and any convenient radius. Draw an arc such that they intersect M and N, and then with same radius draw the arcs inside the angle, and then that is your required bisection of the angles. Okay, the next question, the same method ma. Using a protractor, draw an angle of 110 degrees, bisect it to get an angle of measure 55 degrees. Right, same method here. The first step is we will construct an angle of 110 degrees. Right, so again draw a ray. Draw a ray. We will place it here. Okay, so this is your 0, right? So which 110 you will take? You will go on this 110 you will take. Okay, so this is 0, 10, 20 and then this is 110. So we will draw 110 degrees. We will get an angle of 110 degrees. Now you have to bisect this angle. So we got the 110 degrees angle here. So how do we bisect the angle? Okay, again take the compass, any radius, children. Any convenient radius such that your arc should cut both the arms of the angle. See, we have done. Now don't disturb this now. Same thing, place it on this. Draw an arc. Place it on this and cut the previous. Like if it is not possible, if it is not cutting, you can just extend. Okay. See, we got now. So join this now. See, we bisected the angle now. So before it was 110 degrees. Now we will get 55 degrees and 55 degrees. Okay. And the same thing I told you, we should write the steps for this also. The same steps you have to follow now. The next question is here. Using a protractor, draw an angle PQR is equal to 80 degrees. ABC is equal to PQR with the help of a ruler and compass. Okay, first angle you should draw 80 degrees using the protractor, and then next angle you have to draw only with the compass of the same measure. Okay, the first step is, what will we do here? First step, 80 degrees angle we have to construct. So we will construct using the protractor. So this is 80 degrees. Okay. So this is 80 degrees we have constructed using the protractor, children. Now you have to measure the same measure using the compass of the equal measure of angle without using the protractor. So this is PQR is 80 degrees. Now you have to construct angle ABC using the only compass. What you will do is, first step is draw any ray. We will name this ray as BC. Okay. Now what you do is, now take the compass, any measurement, children, any measurement, draw an arc. Okay. Now again don't disturb, again with B as center, draw an arc. Okay. Now you have to measure these points now. See, this you have to measure with the compass, exactly these 2 points. Now without disturbing, put it on this and then draw an arc. So you will get a point here. Now you will join. See, now this we know that this is 80 degrees. If you measure it back, you will get this also 80 degrees. You can just check also. See, we got this 80 degrees now. Okay. Again the same thing, you should write the steps of construction also. Whatever we have done, the same thing we should write the steps of construction. And the next question now. Using a pair of compass, construct the following angles. Here construction of angles not using the protractor, children. Construction of angles using only the compass and the ruler. So how will we construct? We'll just see now. The first angle is we are constructing 60 degree. This is very important, children. You have to just see the steps here. So first we are constructing 60 degrees angle. For this you need just ruler and the compass. No need of the protractor. Okay. So how will we do now? First thing, draw any ray. Okay. Draw any ray. Now take the compass. Any radius. Just draw the arc. Okay. Now don't disturb this. Again with this as center. Cut the arc. See, and then join this. This will be 60 degrees. You can measure and check also, children. So this is 60 degrees. Shall I measure and show you? Okay, place it and see. So this is 60 degrees. Okay. Now 30 degrees. Second one is 30 degrees. Now tell me, how can we go for 30 degrees? 30 degrees is nothing but half of 60 degrees. So that is bisecting the 60 degrees. So we need again only the ruler and the compass. So again draw any ray. Take the compass. Any radius. Draw an arc. Don't disturb this. Cut the previous arc. Now join. So what is this angle we got? This angle we got is, this angle is 60 degrees. Starting. 30 degrees we have to construct now. So we got no 60 degrees angle, but we need only 30 degrees side. So we have to bisect this given angle now. How do we bisect? Again take the compass. Any radius, children. So take the lesser than this here. Draw an arc. Now don't disturb these points. See, we bisected the angle now. Okay. So this will be what here? So this will be 30 degrees. Only this one we require. So we don't require the other part. So this is 30 degrees angle. Okay. Now the next question is, we'll go for the 120 degrees. 120 degrees is nothing but 60 degrees plus 60 degrees. Okay, 2 times we have to construct 60 degrees angle. For that again the same thing, take the ruler, draw any ray. Okay, take the compass, any radius, draw the arc such that you will be intersected in one point. Don't disturb this radius. First cut is 60 degrees. One more cut, 120 degrees. That's it. Okay. So this is 120 degrees. Okay, measure it back. Again you will get 120 degrees. Student. You can just measure with the protractor also. And the next one we will go for 90 degrees. 90 degrees is very important. This will be useful for this in 7th class also. First step 90 degrees. Again the same thing. 90, what is 90 degrees? 60 degrees plus 30 degrees, or one more method is there. I'll show you that one. Okay. Draw any ray. Okay, children, the next one is 90 degrees now. Right? For 90 degrees, draw any one ray and then take the compass. Any radius. Okay. Any radius, draw an arc. Okay. Now don't disturb this. This is first. This is second. Okay, again don't disturb this. Again keep it as it is. Draw one more arc up. One more arc this side. Okay. So this is 90 degrees. This is simple. Okay. See, this is exactly 90 degrees. Okay. The next one we'll go for is 150 degrees. Okay. 45. Okay, 45. What is 45 degrees? Half of 90 degrees, right? So 45 degrees we'll construct first 90 degrees, then we'll bisect 90 degrees. Okay, any ray, take the compass. First step is we'll go for 90 degrees, children. Okay, draw an arc, don't disturb this. First, second, again up, again cut. So this is 90 degrees, but we don't require 90 degrees. What do we require? We require 45 degrees. So this we'll put it as a dummy one. Then we'll go for 45, bisecting the 90 degrees now. Bisecting the same thing. Any radius. I'll take the smaller radius than this. Draw an arc. Then again take this inside one radius. Okay, now we'll join now. So this is 45 degrees now. Okay, the last one in this category we have 150 degrees. What is 150 degrees? 120 plus 30 degrees, children. Okay, the same thing again. Any line segment, any ray. Okay, take the bigger arc. Okay, 60, 120, and then this is, you can take 180 degrees. Okay, but we need, how much we need? We need 150 degrees. So this is 60, this is 120. Again we need to bisect this one. Okay, so don't disturb this, keep it as it is. Join now. This is 120 degrees, sorry, 150 degrees. Okay, hope you understood all these things. Any doubt, you can ping me personally, children. Please watch these videos and the PDF also and complete the notes. Any doubt, you can just ask me personally. I'll show you one more time. You please try, pause the video and then watch again and again. If you feel if you cannot do, just please ping me again. Again I'll explain you. Okay.